Has TikTok ruined the underground? So TikTok has objectively changed music forever, whether you like it or not, but has it ruined the underground? Dun dun dun. Yes and no. It's all about your perspective on things, and I'll explain why and my personal opinion. So what does it do? First, let's look at what it does for musicians and music. It takes songs and just blows them up. If a certain song or sound gains traction through a dance or trend, it becomes a trending sound, and sometimes artists will get blessed, but they'll become TikTok artists or rappers. By the way, I'm saying blessed because TikTok is making these guys rich, like they're printing money off this. But some rappers, it's usually rappers, have a love-hate relationship with being called a TikTok rapper because of how corny it is. For example, here's a comment on a pop remix of Destroy Lonely's song No Stylist. The listener obviously came from TikTok and commented on how ghetto the original song is, like, bro! And TikTok has done this to countless artists, more than you can even talk about. The gentrification of Lucky, even mainstream artists such as Steve Lacy. Bro is just doing his thing as an indie artist and then ended up with the #1 hit. At this point, TikTok is just the new radio. Remember when you were a kid and some songs were just unavoidable on the radio over a month or a couple months? Certain sounds on TikTok are just unavoidable, except they become trends and get so overused you just hate it. On the flip side, the trend is for a much less time usually, so it's not exactly like the radio, and it definitely evens the playing field because it's not limited to large mainstream artists. Anyone can blow up to the platform, like little kids can, and they are. Okay, so it's a good thing, right? Your favorite artists are getting more traction, recognition, money. We should be happy for them, right? Man, hell no! I thought Wyland was my little secret back in 2018. When Glock 40 Spaz passed 10K listeners on Spotify, that was my... Wait, I can't say that on YouTube. When Summer started going up on TikTok, I fell to my knees. Just kidding. But that's how half of these underground fans think. They want to be cooler than people so bad and be different that they'd rather have artists they listen to on a regular basis not be as successful so they can keep that internal image of themselves. I mean, they've even come up with shaming rituals for newer fans. If you're a new fan, you're a new gen. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I still don't know what's funnier, people getting offended at being called a new gen and taking it seriously, or older fans calling other fans new gens. If you have a question online about one of these underground artists, especially Summers, you're gonna get flamed. Like, I'm sorry. I've seen grown men argue over being a new gen on Reddit. Like, bro, get over it. Go touch some grass. So that's really all people say when they say TikTok ruined the underground. They just don't like normies, new gens, whatever you want to call them, listening to the same music they listen to that they had to find, or just think is so special, so much so that when a song blows up, they say it's ruined now that everyone knows about it. It's a weird complex. I feel at some point, you gotta understand that not everyone is looking on SoundCloud 24/7 and feels the need to go out looking for some crazy stuff on SoundCloud. Another side to this coin is artists who try to use TikTok to blow up are looked at as corny until they become successful. But personally, I can't blame them. I actually applaud them because let's say you're mainstream and washed up. Like, I'll just give an example. Lil Pump, he's kind of washed up right now, but he just played Rolling Loud in Thailand, and I just saw some dude on Twitter saying his set was crazy. So, he's fine. He's gonna be making money forever. He's good because he's made his money and his brand still means something. When you're decently sized and fall off, you become underground, I guess. I don't know. But you'll be making some money, but it's nothing crazy. But when you're underground and washed, you go to work at McDonald's or Jack in the Box or In-N-Out. I heard they pay well. Actually, you're lucky if you get to work at one of those places, because if you got a face tat, which most of these guys do, you're gonna be doing fraud and SIM swaps for the rest of your life. You get the point though. You're not going to be financially well off because no one cares about you anymore. The whole appeal of the underground is that, I guess, the creative edge they have, or whatever you want to call it. And once you lose it and you're no longer ahead, everything else that you made underground, whatever your inability to appeal to the masses was, or just a large audience, unique mixing, I don't know, it's going to deter you from becoming big. You're just looking at some fans, but you're not going to be doing that well unless you have a really cult following, which is very rare. So judging someone for trying to be successful is kind of crazy, and talented artists who don't use TikTok are consistently going to get beat by less talented artists who do use TikTok. Another issue with TikTok is artists will make music for the platform, but I don't really care because I don't listen to Megan Thee Stallion. That's the negative side of this. Here's the positive. Aside from the clear exposure it's giving, for example, after Charli D'Amelio used Youngster Jack and David Shardy's song Pressure, that song just blew up, and good for them. Countless more cases. People just need to use the sound and that's it. But more than anything, TikTok has really shown me that people will listen to anything as long as they have proof that others listen to it, so they don't feel weird listening to it. So it encourages more people to just make whatever they like. Lastly, what's really interesting, and another reason why OG fans hate all the newer generation of the underground that has TikTok as a tool or working in their favor, is how much bigger they get in so much smaller of a time frame. I don't know why I worded it like that. I just mean they go fast. For example, Hard Rock. He has 35,000 followers on Instagram right now, with a decent discography for how long he's been bubbling for. I'll give him that. But he blew up mad quickly, and only has a handful of songs that can be considered underground hits, I guess you could say. And now is working with some of the best producers in his quote-unquote genre, like Benny X and Filthy. Now take someone like Cash Bentley, who I know hasn't been hot for a while. He keeps dropping songs in Spanish, which are cool for some reason, but his music quality has decreased a little bit. But he's still a good example. He only has 25K, not even that on Instagram. But Cash Bentley put out multiple tapes, built a fan base, put out amazing music for 3 years. We can just all agree that he's a very talented musician. He can play the guitar, he can produce, he can rap, he can make Korea's music in Spanish, is what I'm trying to say. But he's getting passed by artists like Hard Rock like it's nothing, just in a heartbeat. But that's just the way it goes, I guess. To me, it's better overall, but the reactions are so mixed. I've seen some artists be extremely grateful for the attention they receive from the app, and others say, screw TikTok, even though they're making bank off TikTok songs. But at the end of the day, except for the elitist fans that feel like they need to gatekeep everything, TikTok for SoundCloud underground music is great, because why not have the option to just blow up out of nowhere because of some app? So let's sum it all up. TikTok makes underground music not so underground. It also encourages people to make music that's trending, and as a side effect, you end up with a bunch of clones sometimes. But it gives so much exposure to artists that it's definitely worth it, and not even a horrible trade-off. Some of y'all are just haters. But let me know what you think about the topic, what I missed, where you think I'm wrong, or whatever. See you in a couple days. Okay, my mic lagged out. Bye.